So my speech topic has to do with the border, the U.S.-Mexico border, and my thesis statement is we must close the U.S. border to keep our country safe, and make sure our immigrant rules are being followed and respected, and just reduce the dangers that come with people who cross the border illegally. So the U.S.-Mexico border needs to be closed / maintained to keep America safe, essentially. So make sure immigration rules are fair. Make sure that they're being followed. So firstly, closing the border is important to keep our country safe. Many people try to cross it without permission, and obviously a lot of them have different ideas of different ways they want to come over and different intentions, but some do have bad intentions, and usually the one who cross illegally sometimes have bad intentions. So in 2021, over 1.6 million people were caught trying to cross illegally, including some terrorists that were on different watch lists. Closing the border would obviously help stop these threats from getting into our country. And really, closing the border right now is just going to be about following the immigration laws. There's a lot of people coming illegally, which isn't fair to those who do follow the rules and come in legally and go through that process. Closing the border will show, I think it'll be more than just for just people down at the border and immigrants, but I think it will also show others that we take the law serious, and everybody needs to play by the same rules, and the laws apply to everyone. And closing out the border is necessary, obviously, to protect people from harm. Crossing the border illegally, it's also very dangerous. Many people suffer like abuse and exploitation along the way. Closing the border would also discourage people who were thinking about crossing legally, and take away those risks of crossing illegally, and encourage them to come to the U.S. the legal way. In conclusion, different border officials and U.S. political officials may need to use intercultural communication to discuss the closing and different laws that may go into effect with the U.S.-Mexico border. So if that, the intellectual communication, intercultural, is, maybe talking with Mexico and understanding, culturally, maybe why there is so many migrants coming illegally, and finding problems to solve that. And that's pretty much it. So my source that I used from the Pew Research Center, so pewresearch.org. Migrant encounters at the U.S.-Mexico border hit a record high at the end of 2023.